Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. And today on the hill, Randy Johnson. Singing the numbers he's racked up in his career are almost unprecedented.
Over 5,000 strikeouts, and I think it's in the head of his opponents. It's almost like guys expect to strike out. Can't wait to watch his electric stuff in this one.
Ready to go now? Here's Tim Anderson.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
The wind of the pitch. In for a strike. And this one is off and running. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Sets him down on strikes. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And the slider catches the zone.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
One down, base is empty. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Touches down. That's a hit. So 2 down. Eloy Jimenez now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Luis Robert now. Fought off foul.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
On the ground. And that one handled. They take the force out number 3. White Sox strand a couple, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at the ballpark and getting to start for the White Sox, Lucas Giolito. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
That one is absolutely belted. Up against the wall and brings it in. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. And we check out the guy in the 7th spot, Ken Griffey Jr.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, you know, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, you know, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the... Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. A towering home run. Another one in his incredible season. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
And now number 50. Line drive, base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So a man aboard, and stepping in for the Yankees, Babe Ruth enters this one with 4 extra base hits already in the series. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Run comes in from second, and they lead by 2. Throw, and it gets away.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Reggie Jackson, looking to bring his hitting streak up to 30 games. Maybe some added pressure on him right here. And a foul ball.
Well, Boog, you remember back in 2020, Lucas Giolito threw that no-hitter against the Pirates. He struck out 13, and the only base runner he allowed was on a walk in the 4th inning. I tell you what, if I was on the Pirates, he'd have had a perfect game.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. The run comes in from second. It's 3-zip.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a buzz in the stadium every time he comes to the plate as he tries to extend his hitting streak. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Robert makes the catch. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Man at first, Ken Griffey Jr. now at the plate.
And every at-bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And out of here. He powers one out to right field, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip. So add another game to his hitting streak. Chris, this is remarkable.
Just so exciting. Game after game, he's given us a real thrill, and that swing was obviously no exception. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. Foul ball there.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long, but he's got to find a way to shake it off, keep it isolated to one inning, come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen.
That's ripped. Base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56. And as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now.
He's got it, and that'll do it. But the long ball was working in. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. New inning getting started. Here is Yoan Moncada.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention. I'm sure he likes the 5-0 lead and the run support, but he's sat around a lot since warming up in the pen, and you'd hate to see a guy not have his rhythm to go out there and have a great start.
Next offering is in for a strike. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, singing.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Digging in, Sebi Zavala. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And here it comes. Swings through that one out in front that time. And a pitch. High fly ball out to center field. Jeter sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Kyle Higashioka stands in now and watches strike one. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity. He can subtract.
He goes down looking. Nothing doing for the White Sox. It's 5-0. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the third baseman, Lou Gehrig. The pitch. Ripped on a line to center. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play. So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets. Pretty much a direct line to it, and perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know, but man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now here is number 50. Now a screamer into the outfield. Robert makes the grab for the second out.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. Doubled in his first AB. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Mattingly around second, headed for third. In to score from first, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Waste no time there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move. New pitcher for the White Sox, Davis Martin.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
And now the right fielder, Reggie Jackson. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And gone. That one felt good. His 67th home run of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 8-0. Singy, he just tied Ken Griffey Jr. with his 630th career home run.
Well, to be mentioned in the same breath as Ken Griffey Jr., that's just kind of a wow, and I'm sure something he's going to have a hard time allowing it to settle in. Griffey Jr. did everything great. There's no question this guy's headed to the Hall of Fame. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that's a double. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boog. 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark. And now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you every game.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 10-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's a big power threat. Jorge Posada. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. The throw in. And he'll pull into second safely.
Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Joe Torre stepping in now for the Yankees. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add a pair. It's 12-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Jose Ruiz gets the ball now.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Now the third baseman, Lou Gehrig. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Don Mattingly. He's already homered here in this one. That one ripped right center field. And it's gone. He rockets one to right. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add on. It's 14-0. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Well, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
2 outs, nobody on. Number 50 stepping in now for the Yankees. That one ripped. Robert going back on it. Still going back. Leaping, and it's gone. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add a run. It's 15-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Two outs, base is empty. Babe Ruth will hit next. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So digging in, Reggie Jackson. He's already homered in this game. Into left center for a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third, It's a 2-out double, second and third now. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And next for New York, Derek Jeter. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Line drive, base hit. One run is in. Another comes in to score, and the lead continues to grow. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over to nothing. On to the third inning, leading off Elvis Andrus. Johnson back to work. And a foul ball. Andrus, a former All-Star, hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. Next offering is in for a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The wind and the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Struck him out looking.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Anderson now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Oh, 2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Goes down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Benintendi in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here, ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
The 0-2. This one popped up. Garrett moving under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're in a wee bit of a hole, down 17-0. White Sox going with a new arm, Joe Kelly.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
The pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Relay throw to third. In there safely.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And Anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
And now Jorge Posada. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. In comes the runner from third, and they extend their lead. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Picks himself up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And up next for New York, Joe Torre, 1 for 2. Ripped on a line. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags up for third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Boog, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
Lined into left center, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a double and his second hit.
He was all over that one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Don Mattingly. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. Inning over. So they get 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to inning number 4. The Yankees lead it 18-0. Back now in the Bronx as we go to the top of the 4th. And now it's going to be number 50. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Here's Eloy Jimenez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
And it's even up.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Next offering is in for a strike. Bounce to the right, Mattingly. He steps on the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now at the center field.
And now it's Luis Robert. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball. The wide to kick the pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And the 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back in New York, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, number 50. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging, too. Now that's smacked to right center. That one hops against the fence. Around first, heading for 2. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight. So a man aboard. Babe Ruth digs in now. Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. His 58th home run of the season. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 20-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Stepping in, Reggie Jackson. That one the other way. And that one pulled down by Jimenez.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
and here is Derek Jeter. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. Home run number 75 on the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 21-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
Pitching change here, Aaron Bummer.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ken Griffey Jr. And that one fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. Fouled off to the right. Bummer deals. And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
One gone, runner at first. Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now up is the Yankees DH, Joe Torre. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. The run scores from third, and the lead continues to grow. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So the batting order turns over. Here's a big power threat. Lou Gehrig. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. One run across. Now 2 runs score, and they extend their lead.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Smoked on the ground to second. Fine play in the hole for the out. Number 50 stepping in now for the Yankees. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Everything came together for him. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
2 outs, runner at first. Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. Lined, and that's a base hit. They add on as the run scores all the way from first, and the lead continues to grow.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Man at second here with 2 away. Reggie Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best. And the pitch. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And it's into the gap. The run comes in to score from second, and they extend their lead. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. He's a guy who does it all. On a line out towards center. Robert makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. On to the top of the 5th we go. This is Yankees baseball on the Show NYC. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Yoan Moncada. Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. I'm surprised with all the strikeouts we've seen from them. Sometimes you get fooled up there, but it's just happening too often right now.
And the pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And now the first baseman, Sebi Zavala. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there, 0-1.
I mean, they're getting hittable pitches. That's why they're called strikes. But going back to the dugout, knowing you could have done something with what you got is frustrating for hitters.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Snags it for the second out.
Now catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Higashioka. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, on the mound.
The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Kendall Graveman.
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Ken Griffey Jr. Looking to complete the cycle with a double.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. The pitch. Liner, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. It's a double and his 5th hit of the game. Some history here, and what a game he's had. Chris, you hit for the cycle, so you know what this is like.
It's a really cool thing to accomplish, especially when your team gets the W. And one thing that gets lost in this is that you had at least 4 hits in a ball game, and not a lot of guys can even say they did that in the course of their career.
Next to hit, Jorge Posada. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. Another one in his incredible season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 29-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And next is the designated hitter, Joe Torre. And that one lifted in the air center field. Robert moves under it. Squeezes it. 1 away.
The third baseman, number 4.
Now the third baseman, Lou Gehrig.
Goes without saying, one of the biggest legends of the game here in Gehrig, probably the greatest first baseman of all time.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck back there. And that one is out of here. An absolute blast to left. And they add a run. It's 30-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Liam Hendricks taking over on the mound.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
One out, base is empty. And next for New York, Don Mattingly. Line drive, caught.
Made a bid for a nice opposite field double down the line. Beautiful swing, but nothing you can do about the result. Third basemen are just used to handling hot shots like that.
And stepping in is the speedy number 50.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Garrett Crochet, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. And that one is lifted in the air. Robert moves under it. And the inning is over. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. We're through 5. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Yankee Stadium. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris. Chris Singleton, and leading off, Elvis Andrus. Johnson back to work. Late with the swing there. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Next offering is fouled back.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And next to hit for the Sox, Tim Anderson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In there for strike 1.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
In the air, right side of the infield. Tracks it down for the out. 2 down. Benintendi to the plate. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter, or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
And the 0-1.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. The Yankees lead this one 30-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's some real power at the plate. Babe Ruth. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one's gone.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Reggie Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees. This guy has turned into a beast. That one ripped.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And up next for New York, Derek Jeter. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And a base hit right there. Benintendi hustles to get it in. Runner holds at second. It's a single, and that completes the cycle.
The catcher, Jorge.
Here's the catcher to hit, Jorge Posada. Base knock right field. Jeter coming home. Now a long throw home. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tagging and heading for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they extend their lead.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These guys are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
And here is Lou Gehrig. Line drive to short and caught. Man at first, and stepping in for the Yankees, Don Mattingly. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Swung on, belted, way back there. And he brings it into the warning track. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. We're through 6 full. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in New York. And now here is number 50.
Number 50.
The wind of the pitch.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Popped foul out of play off to the right. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Kicks and fires. To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now back, left field.
So a man aboard. Eloy Jimenez steps to the plate for the White Sox. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
So up next for Chicago, Luis Robert. And that's in there for strike one. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Swing and a miss. That's strike two. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Garrett brings it in with a nice running grab. And now Yohan Moncada, a switch hitter batting right. Nice grab. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
And up next for Chicago, Sebi Zavala. Up the middle, and that chance handled. On to first. That's the third out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for this edition 7 minutes red.
So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Garrett Crochet.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Left field, way back there. Jimenez ranging back. Out of here.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Next to hit, Babe Ruth. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one's carrying. And gone!
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
And next for New York, Reggie Jackson. Line drive, caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Now at the plate, Derek Jeter. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. On a line, base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Yeah, the batter now, Ken Griffey Jr. That one hammered center field. And it's caught just in front of the wall. The relay. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Here's the catcher, Jorge Posada. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Out towards right center field. Benintendi ranging after it. Makes the grab on the run. And that's the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. 8th inning coming up. You're dialed into the show. We go to the 8th. And now, Kyle Higashioka. And he deals. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The wind of the pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Center field. Griffey in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Second baseman, Elvis Andrews.
Here's Elvis Andrews. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And that's a fair ball.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often, but right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
Makes a nice running catch. 2 away. Man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Andrew Benintendi. In the air, left side. Fair ball.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder, so he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Andrews at second. Benintendi on at first with 2 down. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Back in the Bronx, ready for the bottom of the 8th. In now is the Yankees DH, Joe Torre. The pitch. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So the lineup flips over. And up next for New York, Lou Gehrig. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Here comes Torre. He will score, and the lead continues to grow.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Don Mattingly. That one ripped. And that ball is out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So up next, number 50. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
Here's the left fielder, Babe Ruth. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Reggie Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees. Well struck right field. Back there. And it is gone.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Now it's going to be Derek Jeter. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing.
Runner breaks early for second, and a step off. Tries to get back and save. At the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. Rocketed out towards right center. Out of here. He's done it. He's got the cycle. One down. And next for New York, Jorge Posada. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Joe. Sorry.
In now is the Yankees DH, Joe Torre. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Jimenez trying to get there. Grabs it on the run. And there's two away. Back to the top of the lineup, Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. That's hard hit in the line. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab. Looks like he's heading back out for the ninth as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Back in the Bronx, all set to start the ninth in this one. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Eloy Jimenez. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That catches the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
And down on strikes. Now one gone in the ninth. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Now here is Luis Robert. Good eye right there. In there at the knees, and the count 1-1. And a pitch. On the ground to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. Here is Moncada. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Next one misses. Going to count 1-2. And now the lefty. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.